things. I can also see my screens on another device. Is it visible, everyone?
No,
No, sir.
Yes, sir, visible.
Okay.
sir, I am leaving a meeting. Can you get me again?
Sorry.
सर मैं एक बार अ, ये मीटिंग वापस एग्जिट करके वापस अंदर आता हूँ.
Okay. So these are the set squares. This is one, and this is another. Okay. This is these two together is called a set square. Okay. So we need to use these and draw these inclined lines, whatever you are told. So first of all, what is this set square? It is having 45 degree, this angle. Can you see the movement of my set square?
नो सर, लैग हो गया.
नो सर,
No,
लैग
sir.
होगा.
Okay. So out of this angle is 45 degree. This this angle is also 45 degree. This is 90 degree. Okay, and this one is called your 45 degree set square. It is like this. Is it visible to everyone? This
Yes, sir.
this angle is
Yes, sir.
45 degree. This angle is also 45 degree. This angle is 90 degree. And this is the longest edge of this set square. Okay, this is 45 degree set square. Now we are having 30-60 set square. This angle is 30 degree. This this angle is 60 degree, and this angle is 90 degree, and this is its longest edge. Okay, so this is called 30-60 set square. Okay, if you wonder what is this,
Curve.
these are called French curves. These are called French curves. They are also used in many engineering drawings. At times when we use that smooth curve by our hand, so these curves can also be traced by these given geometries. Okay, so now I will describe how to draw these various lines at this particular given angles using set square only. So you pay attention here and you also simultaneously do with me so that you will understand how to draw that lines. Okay, so first thing what we will do is we will take any set square, any of two. I hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
So first of all, we will use any set square, any of the two, and we will make it align. This line we will make it align to any of the edge of the page. Are you getting me? If you align this line with the page of edge of this page, then this line will be parallel line. Correct? Correct or not?
सर स्क्रीन नहीं दिख रहा आपको?
See, only one you are not able to see. Everyone can see. There must be some issue from your side. I asked everyone whether it is visible or not. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So you please make some arrangement.
Okay, sir.
So what I am telling, this is these two edges are perpendicular to each other, correct? Now I will align this edge with this edge of page. Okay. I'll put it like this. Understand? Then if I draw one line here, it will be parallel line or not?
Yes, sir. Parallel.
What we are doing, we are taking reference. Understand? Just hold on. We have taken reference of this edge. Okay. So this is one reference line we have got. This one. Okay. So line parallel to this will be your line having 0 degree angle, correct or not?
Yes.
Your voice is not coming. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Why I am not able to hear you? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay. So now this is our reference line. This one is our reference line. Now we need to draw parallel line to this line. That will be line at 0 degree. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So what we will do, just hold a second. I need to get few things.
Sir, your screen is not visible.
Yes, sir, visible.
Okay. So this one is our reference line. Okay. So what we will do, we'll set up this set square like this. Okay. First of all, I will extend this line. This one hole is my reference line. So I will set up my set square like this. Okay. Then what I will do, I will take another set square and then I will put it like this. In this fashion, I will put it. Got it? See here. First of all, I am having this reference line. To that, I am attaching my set square like this. Like this. Correct? Understood this much?
सर ये लाइन पेज के मिडल में रहनी है या फिर नीचे चले?
Wherever, that is reference line for your reference. Wherever you can take. It should be actually at bottom or in any top or something like that. It should not be in sheet. We can directly use this edge of the page also, but we can do it like this also. We can have this scale set such that it all exactly touches its edge. Then we can draw a line here which will be a parallel line to this edge. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So this is a one reference line for our use. Now using that reference line, we will proceed further. So first of all, I am setting my 45-degree set square like this. Okay. To that reference line. Correct. Then I am taking this 30-60 set square and I am putting it like this. Correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what I will do, I will firmly hold this set square and I will firmly hold this set square, left side set square, and I will invert this set square like this. Now I have changed its position. This set square position I have changed. Did you get what I did? Earlier it was like this, correct or not? Correct?
Yes.
Keep answering me. Now what I will do, I will pick up this, I will firmly hold this with my other hand and I will pick up this set square, I will put it like this, edge to edge, longest edge together. Got it?
Yes, sir.
And if this is the point, just assume this point through which I need to draw a parallel line or say horizontal line or say 0-degree line. So what I will do now, I will do what? Just see here. I will skid this, holding this firmly. Okay, this will be held firmly and I will skid my this set square like this. Are you getting me? Till that point, like this. And then I will draw that line. from that point. So now you see it is exactly parallel to this line. Did you get it? It
Yes, sir.
This was our reference line and this was the given point. Now we could draw using exactly a parallel line to this reference line. Okay. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what we will do? Now we will change our position of the set square. Just hold a minute. So using these, I drawn here one parallel line. That much you got, okay? Up to this much is clear.
Yes, sir.
Now I will pick up my this set square again and I will rotate it like this. And again I will match these edges. And then again I will skid along this edge so that my this vertical edge will come to this point through which I want to draw a perpendicular line. Okay, so I will hold this firmly and I will skid this. Okay, as soon as it touches that point, I will draw my line. See, can you see exactly perpendicular line?
Yes, sir.
Everyone understood how to draw perpendicular line?
Yes.
I am asking to everyone.
Yes, sir.
And in class, if you have any doubt, please ask me within during class
Yes,
only.
sir.
Okay. So this is how we got perpendicular line as well as parallel line. So this is the 0-degree line. And
सर
this is 90-degree line.
सर ये तो हमने जो
Yes.
परपेंडिकुलर लाइन की वो तो कोई डायमेंशन लेस ही है ना,
Yes.
तो फिर हमें कोई भी एक मतलब ब्लैंक सीट या कुछ भी दे
So
और उसमें
आपको
उसको
you just wait. I am showing what you need to do. First of all, you understand how to draw the horizontal line and vertical line. That is clear.
Yes, sir.
दैट्स क्लियर.
That much is clear. Okay. Now I will show you what you actually require to do and how. I will share one screen. Now see my shared screen. Are you able to see? Is
Yes,
it
sir.
visible? Okay. So what you need to do is you need to make some blocks like this. That is 2 inch by 3 inch. You can use 2 inch by 3 inch. Yes. This is 2 inch and this is 3 inch. Clear? And in that you need to draw this horizontal line and vertical line or this all inclined line. Whatever angles are given. Clear? So you draw first one line, then take 1 centimeter difference, then again draw one line, 1 centimeter difference, again draw one line up to the end. Clear?
Yes,
Clear
sir.
or not?
No, sir.
So actually you need to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what is your doubt? What is your doubt? Who
Sir, we're
said
not
no?
getting that. सर
क्या समझ में नहीं आया?
सर आपने जो 2 इंच और 3 इंच का कुछ बताया ना वो वाला कुछ समझ में नहीं आया।
रेक्टेंगल बनाना है, रेक्टेंगल बनाना है, समझ में आया? स्टैंडिंग रेक्टेंगल इसमें दिख रहा है वैसा, समझ में आया? ये रेक्टेंगल
सर।
दिख रहा है ना 4 स्क्रीन में, ऐसे तुम लोगों को 5 बनाने हैं। कितने?
ओके
हाँ, और उसका डायमेंशन है 2/3 इंच. So you know which is 3 inch and which is 2 inch. Okay? You need to make total 5. That is for 0 degree. Then what is that next? 15 degree, 60 degree, 75 degree and 90 degree. Okay? You need to prepare 5 blocks.
Sir, voice is not clear, sir. Sir, voice is not clear.
Sir, we are not hearing your voice.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? Voice is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You understood what you require to do in first problem? You need to make 5 standing rectangles. Understand? 2 inch by 3 inch. Correct? Within that, you need to draw first rectangle, you need to draw 0 degree lines. And till whole space is filled up. Gap between 2 lines is 1 centimeter. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In next block, you need to draw vertical lines, that is 90 degree lines. And you need to repeat the process. Correct?
Sir, we are not able to see your screen.
But right now I am not showing the screen. Right now I am speaking you here to that.
Okay.
Okay? This much you first of all understood or not, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
किसी को
sir.
कुछ भी डाउट है तो पहले पूछो. ओके.
सर उसमें एक परपेंडिकुलर लाइन भी थी ना.
उसको छोड़ो, तुम्हें क्या मैंने बोला कि 5 ब्लॉक्स बनाने हैं रेक्टेंगल. उसमें ये 5 एंगल्स जो दिए हैं वो लाइन एक दूसरे को पैरेलल बनानी है. पहले ब्लॉक में एवरी लाइन विल बी 0 डिग्री लाइन. सेकंड ब्लॉक एवरी लाइन विल बी द 15 डिग्री लाइन. थर्ड ब्लॉक एवरी लाइन विल बी 60 डिग्री लाइन. फोर्थ में एवरी लाइन विल बी 75 डिग्री लाइन. एंड लास्ट ब्लॉक में एवरी लाइन विल बी 90 डिग्री लाइन. You need to fill up that box, 2 inch by 3 inch block. box, and gap between two successive lines should be 1 centimeter. Clear this much?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I will show you how to draw other lines. Now pay attention. Now can you see my screen, my worksheet? Is my work screen visible?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Other ID, you check for other ID. Don't pin one ID.
Not visible, sir. Order ID also.
Is it
Now
visible?
it is visible.
Okay.
Now we
So now I will show you how to draw other lines. Okay. So now this angle is, how much this angle is?
30.
30. So if you need to draw 30-degree line, you can directly draw. Correct or not?
Not screen not visible.
Screen not visible, it is fine, but you can draw it or not directly.
Yes, sir.
30-degree line you can easily draw.
Yes, sir.
Okay, same way, the other end is 60-degree angle.
Yes, sir.
So you can draw 60-degree line also directly using set square.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and 60-degree line you need to draw also. So you can do it directly from set square, this edge. Now, if you are given 45-degree line, you can draw that also directly using 45-degree set square. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Well, so now we will do 75-degree line. How that we will do? Okay. Now, see, there are some issues. Let me join again. Is my screen visible? My worksheet is visible?
No, sir.
It's not visible yet. If it gets visible, let me know.
Yes, sir. Visible.
Ratik, you are showing 50 degree line, na?
No, sir. 75 degree.
Okay, so your screen is like this. Now show me, Ratik. Take it near. Okay, so this line is how much degree? What is your, first of all, what is your reference line and what is your xy? You just first of all show that. Write down xy. So that we will know the correct orientation. Everyone pay attention. Bridges, Vipin,
Yes, sir.
Neil, everyone is paying attention.
Yes, sir.
What is your vertical line? This vertical line is which line? This vertical. So you are actually showing in second quadrant. You shift your things, everything on right side and show with this vertical line.
On right side.
Everything you shift
Okay.
right side, this set squares. Skid this set square on right hand side. And, okay, arrange it. Yes, correct. Now arrange that.
वन जीरो फाइव हो गया था उसको.
I'm not. It's not visible. Screen is not visible. Your screen is off.
Sir,
Your
sir,
screen.
wait a minute.
Okay. Okay. So now this line, which is longest edge of this 36 set square, will give us 75 degree line with horizontal. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Everyone understood how to draw 75 degree line? Everyone? Tanuj, Ganesh, Vipin, Brijesh, Dhruv?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what you do, Ratik, this 45 degree set square, you make it vertical. Align it with this vertical line. A vertical line, align it. Rotate it 180 degree. Rotate it 180 degree. Set square. Yes. Okay. Now align it to the vertical line. Now put your 30 degree set square in under this edge, bottom. Yes. So now this with horizontal, how much angle is this with horizontal? This is how much angle?
So this.
No, this bottom. We are aiming for 15 degree or not? So this is now 15 degree, the bottom
Yes, sir.
portion. This is 45,
Yes, sir.
this is 30. So this, whatever is remaining here, let me annotate. Wait a second. Your screen is not visible again. So this angle, the bottom angle is 15 degree. Show the 15 degree. Mark it. Which angle we are talking about? छोटा सा कर्व बनाओ उधर, जो हम एंगल डिनोट करते हैं वो कैसे करते हैं? इधर बना दो छोटा सा कर्व नीचे. डियर डियर नीचे, ये नीचे बॉटम हॉरिजॉन्टल के साथ तुम बना रहे हो ना, वो 15 डिग्री हुआ।
सर कॉर्नर ऑफ
ये
द
वाला
पेज।
सर,
यस, कॉर्नर ऑफ द पेज, कॉर्नर ऑफ द पेज बॉटम।
इधर
हाँ
ये
हाँ, ये 15 डिग्री हुआ। समझ में आया कि नहीं आया?
यस सर,
हाँ, वो हॉरिजॉन्टल के साथ 15 डिग्री हुआ बॉटम ऑफ द पेज के साथ। क्लियर?
यस सर,
So you could draw 0 degree line, 15 degree, 30, 60, 45, 75, 90, all we have seen. Clear?
Yes,
yes
sir.
sir.
Okay, now switch off your camera. We will go to the next problem. Different line. Now we will see different line. Screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
These are the different lines. Okay? Just a minute. Now screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this line, first is the continuous line, continuous thick line. I will send you clear picture or say clear document. Just this is just for discussion as of now. That the one will be the continuous thick line, and it will be shown by this thick. Okay, this one. So it is generally used to show visible outlines of the object. Clear? Second is the continuous thin line, like this. Those are used to show dimensions, dimension lines. Okay. Then we are having continuous thin wavy, like this. It is used to show irregular boundary lines. Okay. Then we are having short dashed line medium. Those are used to show hidden lines that we are using in projection of solid. Okay. Then we have long chain thin line, like this. Long, then dot, long, short, long, short, long, short. Those shows center line. Okay. Then we have long chain thick at ends, thick at end and thin everywhere. So those are the cutting plane lines. We will see that in projection of solid, cutting plane lines. So this is the thick one. End points are thick. Otherwise it is chain, regular center line like short, long, etc. Just as center line. But the end points, these two end points are thicker. Okay. Then we are having long chain thick. So whole chain is the same as center line, but whole is the thick, like this. If this is my long chain line, then my center line will be like this. This will be my center line. Are you getting the difference between two? Are you getting the difference between two? Am I audible?
Yes sir.
Okay. So this thin line is center line whereas this thick line to indicate the surface. Okay, then we have continuous thin line with zigzag. This is zigzag. We generally use that in graph paper also. When your y-axis, say for example, is too long, then how we will show? We show it like this. Clear? We show it like this.
Yes, sir.
These are long break lines. So you need to prepare this table. Okay? So next thing is the dimension. Now we will see dimensions. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is one object. You first of all take a snapshot of this. So you need to prepare this object of this much dimension. Okay, so now we are having two dimension system. One is aligned system and one is unidirectional system. See the difference between the two. Aligned system is such that you can view all the dimensions. You need to see from two directions to see all the dimensions. First of all, you need to see from here to understand all the horizontal dimensions, and secondly you need to see from this side to see all the vertical dimension. Are you getting me? Everyone getting or not?
Sir.
Hmm?
Yes.
Okay, one more thing, that it is given a continuous line like this. It is given a continuous line like this, and the number numerical value is written above or on the left side. If it is been seen horizontal dimensions are there, then you need to write that above the line like this. And if it is vertical dimension, you need to write it to the left side like this. Clear? This phi is showing the diameter. Phi stands for diameter. So this is the aligned system. So it is readable from bottom and right edge of the sheet. So we need to see from here as well as here to read all the dimensions. Now, whereas in unidirectional system, as its name is suggesting, that we can see all the dimension, or we can read all the dimension from single direction, from bottom. See, all the dimension, whether it is horizontal or vertical, or all are visible from one direction. Clear? This is the difference between aligned system and unidirectional system. You are required to give dimensions to your object. That time you need to follow particular method. Understand? Now one more difference is that in unidirectional you break the line. So numerical value is written in between the line like this. Clear? You break the line and you write it between, whereas you don't break line in aligned system. Clear this much? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so these are two systems.
Sir.
Yes? किसी को कुछ डाउट है? Okay.
सर ये स्केचबुक में ड्रॉ करना है.
Yes. No. I will tell you.
Okay, sir.
This sheet number 1, you directly draw in sheet, except the problem number 5. Except the problem number 5 that we will discuss. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Except this problem number 5, everything you should directly draw in sheet. Okay. Now I will share another diagram. What is the next? Continuous or chain dimension? Can you read it in your uh, problem? Continuous or chain dimension? So can you read my? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So if this is the object, understand? So all the so pay attention here. What is written? All the dimensions are aligned in such a way that the arrowhead, these are the arrowhead of one dimension touches tip to another, like this. It should be like this. Arrow touches like this here. Okay. The overall dimension is placed outside the other small dimension. Like, see, I can't show 55 here and then 12 here. I can't show it like this. Understand? Smaller dimension should be covered first, and then outermost dimension should be the longer one. We should move in ascending order. First of all, you cover every horizontal line, smaller dimension, and then at last the outermost or say longest diameter. Clear? Now, just tell me, this one is the chain or say continuous. It is termed as chain dimensioning or continuous dimensioning. Now we will see parallel dimensioning. What is that? Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
It is the same object. Same object what was shown for chain dimensioning. Now here all the dimensions are shown with some common reference line. So this is the common reference line for this particular problem. This line. This is common reference line. Okay. Like this. So every dimension is shown from this line. Okay. All the dimensions share common extension line. That is also understandable. This method is adopted when dimensions have to be established from particular datum surface. If you are told the dimension has to be from particular datum, so this is the datum for particular problem. Okay. And here also smaller dimensions should be inside, and then we should start with longer dimensions. Now one more thing you pay attention here. See, uh, this is 12. Am I correct? This is 12.
Yes, sir.
So see where it is written. It is exactly written at center. Then this is 35. Okay, this is 35 up to this. So 35 is written almost in center. Same way 55. It is almost in center of the whole object like this. So you should write dimensions like this. It should not be that all your numbers come here. This is wrong method. If someone is writing like this, that 12, then 35, then 100, everything is coming here, that is wrong, because dimensions are coming at center. Clear? Now one more thing, we seen 4 dimensioning method. First of all unidirectional, then align. In both of them we can have parallel dimensioning as well as chain or continuous dimensioning. Parallel is also called progressive dimensioning. Fine. Now tell me that which dimensioning method is this? Unidirectional or align?
Unidirectional.
Align.
Why?
Dimension above the line.
Correct. So as of now you can also see that all the dimensions are horizontal and you can see it from one directional bottom. Correct? So you may think that this is unidirectional, but this is not unidirectional. In unidirectional we break this line. Correct? So in unidirectional, if I want to write this 55, I should have written like this. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So this is align system. Every dimension is above, and if this is to be shown, then how you will be able to see, how you will be showing it like this. That for example 20. So you will show it like this. Correct? Then if you want to show this, you need to do it like this. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Understood? So
Yes, sir.
these are the mainly there are unidirectional.
So these dimensions are used to return in center of the line.
Yes, it is visible. See,
But in this third line 35.
yeah,
Okay, okay.
it is written
I
in
am just
center.
seeing above line.
It is written in center only.
Okay.
And you need to draw these also. So you take the snapshot of these and that. Have you taken the snapshot?
Yes,
No.
sir.
Take it so that I will show you next one also. The chain or continuous dimensioning. It is done?
Yes.
Okay. Have you taken the screenshot of that unidirectional and align?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And if one person has taken, you please circulate among your batchmates. Now I will show you other thing. See, this is combined dimensioning. This is combined dimensioning. Chain as well as parallel. Because if we are having multiple dimension, we are having lot of shapes together here like this. If we are having this kind of some geometry, just imagine. Okay, we are having this geometry. Then what would happen if I follow only one method? Then it will be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you getting me what I am trying to explain? So your dimension will go beyond. See, your object is this much and your dimensioning will be this much. Are you getting me? That's why at times combined dimensioning is also used. So smaller dimensions are used, smaller dimensions are written inward, inside like this, and then bigger dimensions are written using this continuous or chain. So their arrowhead meets each other. Clear? You need not
Yes,
to
sir.
draw these in your sheet. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you need to draw whatever is given in that PDF only. Okay, what is next? We will see. Okay. Now problem number 6. Problem number 6 is known to everyone or it is required to be discussed. Problem number 6. चलो भाई बोलो प्रॉब्लम नंबर 6 डिस्कस करना पड़ेगा कि चलेगा?
वो सर एक चलेगा.
चलेगा ना?
चलेगा सर.
Okay, very good. Because we have done that in ellipse, parabola, etc. We have already done that. Now we will move to the next one. Problem number 7. We will discuss problem number 5 at last. Now problem number 7. In that what you need to do that I will show. So what is written? That write single stroke alphabets in the dimension given below. So capital letters you need to write, small letters you need to write, and digits you need to write. Clear? How you will be writing that? Like this. Understand? This height is given to you. This width is also given to you. Spacing between two letters is also given to you, as well as angle is given to you. Angle in this case is 90. So that's why this E is like this. Otherwise, if it was say for example 75, then your E would have been like this. Clear?
Yes.
Any doubt in this?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Now I will show you one more thing. Is my screen visible?
No, sir.
My other screen is visible or not?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is what I am holding in my hand. You can see it precisely. What is that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This is called stencil. Okay, it is they are having these alphabets, capital, small, these numbers, everything what you are going to write there is everything is given in this stencil. Okay, so this is also used by many engineers, etc. when work with these sheets, etc. Okay, this is just for your information that this kind of instrument is also a part of instrument. Okay, so just hold for a second. I am just joining you. Just wait a minute.
My screen visible?
Yes, sir.
So now we will discuss the next problem. The problem number 5 for this sheet. What is problem number 5? Please read it out. Anyone? Please read problem number 5.
Draw
अरे भाई
a
read करो.
Draw various polygons using universal circle method for the side of 40 mm.
Okay. So side is 40 mm. So how we can proceed, that I will show you. First of all, what you need, you pay attention and if possible, start drawing with me. First of all, you need to draw one horizontal line of given dimension. What dimension is given? What is the dimension given? 40 mm. Correct?
Yes.
So we will draw one line of 40 mm. Horizontal line. Like this. Name it AB. Here. Visible?
सर पेज के मिड में करना है या फिर चलेगा?
Wherever. Now in sketchbook you can do anywhere. Okay. So you take a slightly bottom, slightly lower side of the page. It's okay. There's 40 mm only, so won't be much better. Okay. So you draw one line AB, that is 40 mm or given dimension. Okay.
Yes.
Now you draw one perpendicular. Draw perpendicular B, that is also 40 mm. Forty mm line is to be drawn. Okay, give name P. So AB is perpendicular to BP. Clear, visible? I am drawing bit dark so that you can easily see. But these are just a preparatory lines. So it should not be that dark. Okay. Clear this much? Clear this much?
Yes, sir.
Now join AP. Join point A and P. Joined?
Yes, sir.
Now draw a perpendicular bisector to AB. Perpendicular bisector to AB. That you know how to draw. This much done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now this perpendicular bisector is cutting line AP as well as that arc joining AP. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Everyone. Okay. So now where it is cutting this straight line AP, you mark that point as number 4.
Your screen is not visible.
Done, sir.
That is fine, but what I am speaking, you do that. That perpendicular bisector is cutting straight line as well as this arc AP. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So where it is cutting straight line AP, you mark that point number 4. Give numerical value 4.
Done, sir.
And where it is cutting that arc AP, you give that numerical value 6.
Yes, sir.
Done, sir.
Clear this much?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, put your compass on point number 4 and take radius equal to A4 and draw one circle. Did you get what I told you? Put your compass on point number 4, take radius equal to A4 and draw one circle.
Done, sir.
Done. Sir.
Done. Now, why we did from point number 4, do you know? This circle will inscribe a square which is having 4 sides. Within this circle, we will be having square which is having 4 sides. Square, so it is having 4 sides, correct? So now from distance equal to AB, you mark, put your compass on P and mark on circle. So we will get the 4th point for a circle, for a square. Did everyone get this square?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes.
So now we have generated one polygon. Square is also one polygon, correct? Which is having 4 sides. That's why we took center at 4. Now we will draw hexagon. Hexagon means how many sides?
6 side.
Hexagon means how many sides?
6.
5.
Triangle means how many sides? Triangle.
3 sides.
3 sides.
Square.
4
Square.
sides.
Pentagon.
5 sides.
Hexagon.
6.
Heptagon.
7.
Octagon.
8.
Yes, we want to have this much only. So now hexagon is coming how many side? 6. Correct?
6.
So we have already marked one point as number 6. Okay, so put your compass on point number 6. Take radius equal to A6 and draw one circle. Drawn?
Yes.
So you have already got one line of that hexagon, that is AB. Correct?
Yeah.
Now you know very well how to draw hexagon if you are having circle, isn't it? We'll keep marking the arcs on the circle. Correct or not? Correct or not? Take AB distance. Okay, fine. Now join those points. So you will get that hexagon. Got it? Can you see my hexagon?
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. Now what about pentagon? Pentagon means how many sides?
5 sides.
Fine. So we require point number 5. Where we will get point number 5? That is the midpoint of this 4, 6.
6.
At the center of this 4, 6, we will have
Midpoint.
point 5. Exactly at center of 4 and 6. You mark one point, which is your 5. Okay, got it? Point number 5. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So now pentagon will first of all draw one circle by putting compass on 5 and radius as A5. Correct? For that also we are already having AB with us. And similar to what we did for hexagon, we will again mark these points on the circle for pentagon also. I did some mistake. Ah, this one is wrong. So you will have a lot of circles. So essentially select what circle you need to follow.
Sir, nothing is audible.
Can't hear me.
Your voice is cutting, sir.
Draw that pentagon by yourself. You need to have that point number 5 that you are having with you. Correct?